Hi, I'm Ciara McCarthy, sports editor of the Southern Star newspaper. We're just having a quick look at what's coming up in this week's sports section. The big news of the past week is new Cork football manager Brian Cuthbert has named his backroom team. He's decided to go with Ronan McCarthy, Owen Sexton, Kieran O'Sullivan and Don Davis. And we've had a chat with Brian just for his reasons for selecting the four men that he has. It's a very young management team, four men under the age of 44, which is probably unheard of at inter-county level. And Brian just talks us through why he has chosen the four men that he has and stuff. It's an interesting piece, and Brian thinks it's time for change in Cork football, and it certainly looks that way with the appointments he's made. And also in this week's sports section, we have an interesting competition. We're asking you, the readers, the fans, the Cork football fans out there, to ask Brian Cuthbert questions. He's agreed for an interview where he will answer questions posed by the fans. So you'll find more details in this week's Southern Star. And as an added incentive, there's 3 copies of Sean O'Halpein's new autobiography up for grabs for the best questions. So keep an eye on Thursday Star for more details on that. Also, one of the big games coming up this weekend, you have Castlehaven are travelling down to Clarny to take on Dr. Crokes in the Munster Club quarter-final. It's a huge game for Castlehaven. I was at the Kerry County final myself, and Dr. Crokes destroyed Austin Stacks. The game was over after 15 minutes, so the Haven have it all to do down in Clarny against a Crokes team that beat them pretty well in the Munster final last year. Ahead of the big match, with a chat with Sean Deneen, the Castlehaven midfielder. He had a cracking second half there in the county final against Nemo, and it's been a busy few weeks for Sean. Just a few days after defeating Nemo, himself and his partner Gina, she gave birth to a lovely baby girl, Sophie, and so we had a chat with Sean just about how life is pretty busy for him at the moment between the early stages of fatherhood, football and his life as a farmer. As well as that, we talked to Finbar Santry and Dr. Crokes manager Vince Casey about the big game. Closer to home, up in the city on Sunday, up in Páirc Uí Chaoimh, we have the Cork hurling final between Middleton and Sars, another cracking game. I suppose the semi-finals, they weren't up to much, but this game promises to be a real cracker and stuff. You would have to fancy the Sars. They're 5th final in 6 years, and they've some aces up their sleeve there, the likes of Michael Cusson and Daniel Carney and stuff, so you'd have to fancy them to possibly to defend their title on Sunday. And as well as that, we have a 2-page special on the Fastest Rally that was on the weekend. It was a success for Ballylickey driver Dennis Cronin, so we have that plus a lot more in this Thursday Southern Star.